the initial response is always going to be, but we are downplaying the effects that the abuse that men are meting on us um, has, and and that's not what I'm saying at all. I'm not saying that the amount of abuse that we are enduring as women is less significant because men are also being abused. I'm just saying let's own our shit. I have many instances where I have been abusive, where I have been completely a bitch, when I've been a complete bitch, and I've messed up people's lives, and I'm not gonna stand here and act like we don't do it because I know I've done it. I used to be that girl. I used to be that girl that used to um, have such low self-esteem issues that the partner that I was with, every time that he tried to make me feel better about myself, I'd lash out on him because I was having my own insecurities and problems. I used to be that girl that used to hate my own son because he reminded me so much about his father that every time I saw him, I would literally beat him up and shout at him and call him names. I used to be the same girl that every single time a man was being decent and being kind, I would take him for a ride and I would make sure that he feels the kind of pain that I felt. I got fucked up. I then started fucking other people up. Those people are now fucking other people up. It's a cycle. I know of women who are constantly taking from men and are constantly making sure that their lives never proceed because they don't know what their lives will be outside of these men. We know them. We see them all the time. We hang out with them. We laugh with them. And it's the fact. So once I stand up and I'm like, but what about the guys? What about the abuse that we are meting out on the guys? I'm not saying it out of isolation. We know these things. We know ourselves. We do these things. And we need to decide for how long we'll continue doing them. Because in that decision, it will then change the narrative. We can't keep being victims because we too are perpetuating this type of thing. Like, I was trash. I'll own it. I was trash. I will own it. I was. I was a nightmare. But now I'm not. Because I healed. I also used to be that girl, man. I used to be that girl who hated men. And I didn't hate men from a point of isolation. It wasn't from a point of isolation that I suddenly woke up and I hated men. I was angry at men. I hated men because my father denied me before I was even born. I hated men because I married a man who was not trying to get his life together and was using all sorts of excuses not to get his shit together, and I stayed. I hated men because I was raped several times. I hated men because I watched men abuse women from the time I was yay high. I hated men. I had so much hate for men, and I gave birth to a man, and when I did, I didn't know what to do with it. So I get it. I get why we are angry at men. However, in the same breath, I am saying I cannot exclude my fuckery towards other men and act as if I am all innocent. There is cause and effect.